Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a spring makeup tutorial featuring the Modern Renaissance palette. I know it's a palette that a lot of us own and I figured I would use it. I feel like it's really pretty in the springtime to pull this palette out because of like the pinks and like the reds and just like the purples, like just all those colors scream spring to me. And so I know spring is on the way, so I figured I would create like a really simple, fresh makeup look. So this is what I came up with. And yeah, if you guys are interested in how to get this look, then just keep on watching. So I'm first going to be taking the Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. This stuff is really good just for like a nice like boost of moisture. So I'm just going to spread this all over the skin before I go in with foundation. It's going to act as a primer and just help the foundation to glide on a lot better. And then for foundation today, I'm going to use the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I'm in the shade 220 Natural Beige. And I'm just going to use a damp beauty sponge to apply this to my skin. You know, I lied. I think I want to use a brush. Okay, and then once I have the foundation on, I'm next going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light. I'm just going to use this to brighten up the under eyes a little bit and then just like down the center of my face just to highlight. And for this I think I'm going to use an eyeliner. Okay, and then once my concealer is on, I'm going to set it with my Rimmel Loose Face Powder in the shade Transparent. I got this like on clearance. I figured I would try it out and yeah. Going to put some into the cap, and then I'm going to take my sponge and just pick some of this up and just put it right underneath the eyes, just to bake underneath the eyes a little bit, just to brighten them up. And then taking whatever's left over on the cap, I'm just going to dust a little bit of this all over the face just to set everything else in place. For my eyebrows today, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. brow pencil in the shade medium brown, or sorry, neutral brown. I used this a while ago and I had mixed feelings on it, so I figured I would give it another shot and see if I like it or not. So I'm going to go in with this. So I like to start by combing my brows up and out. And then I go in with the pencil side. And I like to start off with the perimeter of the brow, so I'll kind of like outline my entire brow the way I want it. And then I go back in and kind of fill it in slightly. The brows are on. I think that they look really good. I actually really enjoyed this. The only thing I will say is it is pretty creamy, so you do have to be careful. It kind of like will slide out of the edges and you kind of have to like sharpen it up with your finger. But other than that, I mean, the color is pretty spot on. I'm really happy with this neutral brown shade and it really didn't take me that long. Okay, so for the eye look, I am going to be using the Modern Renaissance palette. I don't know if I've ever used this on my channel. I'm actually not really sure. But I know it's a very popular palette. I know like a lot of people have it, so I figured I would do a look with it today. So I'm going to start off with a flat shader brush and I'm going to go into the like cream colored shade called Tempera right here. And I'm just going to put this shade all over the lid. This is just going to work as like our base color. Make everything a lot easier to blend out and also just set that concealer that we use like as our base. I'm next going to go into the shade Raw Sienna and I'm going to use this as our transition color. So I'm just going to pop that through the crease. And then once that shade's blended throughout the crease, I'm next gonna go into the shade Wing Prosecco. I'm gonna put that in like that lower crease right underneath it. And just blend that out. Okay, then next in the palette, I'm gonna go in with the shade right here called Antique Bronze. I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like a purpley brown shade. So I'm going to take it on the same exact brush. I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to place this all over the lid of the eye like so. Oh, I love that. It's so pretty. And then I did get a little bit of fall underneath the eye, so I am just going to dust away that excess bake. That's why I like to leave it there. That way it will catch any of the eyeshadow powder. So now I'm going to go back in the palette and I'm going to go into the shade called Vermeer or Vermeer. I'm not really sure. But it's kind of like a light shimmery, like champagne-y pink color, and I'm just going to place that right in the center of the eye to kind of give more of like that halo eye type of a look. Like so. Oh my god, I love how like brightening this shade is. It's beautiful. Just kind of like so. I really love the way it looks. I'm going to pop a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to go back with that blending brush. I'm going to take a little bit more of Antique Bronze and I'm going to blend this on the lower lash line. I'm going to kind of connect it to the top lid, like the eyeshadow that we blended out, just so everything kind of connects. And then really quick, I do want to highlight, so I'm going to go in with Tempera again. I'm just going to pop that on the inner corners of the eyes, just for a nice little highlight, and then right underneath that brow bone, like so. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pop a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line. I do still have a couple of eyelash extensions that I'm waiting to fall out, so I'm not gonna put any mascara on my upper lashes, but I am just gonna pop a little bit of this Clinique one on the lower lashes. And then next we're going to move on to the face. So I'm first going to start off with this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed. I've really been loving this. I think Casey Holmes recommended this and I'm obsessed. So I'm going to go pretty light with this bronzer today. So I'm just going to bronze up the perimeter of my face. And the brush I'm using is my Wet n Wild. I think this is their blush brush. I really love this one for like a nice light bronzer powder look. It just diffuses the product really nicely into the skin, and I'm just gonna bring it down my neck as well. Okay, and then for blush, I'm gonna take my MAC blush in Peachy Keen. I don't think I've used this one in a long time, so I figured we would give this one a go. It does have like a slight sheen to it, like a golden sheen. I just think this is like a perfect springtime look. Okay, and then I do want to contour just a smidge bit. I feel like my face needs a little bit of definition. So I'm going to take my Fiona Styles contour palette in light medium. I don't know if you can get this anymore, but it is amazing. So I'm just going to take this darkest color right here on the end, and I'm just going to slightly contour my cheekbones, just for like a little bit more definition. So to highlight today, I'm going to take my Morphe R31 brush, which I love for like a really intense highlight, and then I'm going to take my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Prosecco Pop, which is like a really pretty golden color. So I'm just going to pick a good amount of that up, tap it off. I'm just going to apply that to the tops of the cheekbones, and then right above the brow. Oh my goodness, that highlighter is everything. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the tip of the nose, the cupid's bow, and the chin. And then a little bit on our collarbones, because why not? Okay, whoops, I almost broke that. Okay, and then last but not least for our lips, I'm going to take a MAC lipstick in the shade Nouvelle Vogue, which is a matte, and it's just like a really pretty pink color. Even though it's matte, it's super hydrating and like just feels super comfortable on the lips. And I'm normally not a pink person, but this is definitely one of my favorite pinks to wear because it's still like very feminine. I don't know, it's just like really feminine and pretty, and it makes me feel super girly, and I love it. And then I almost forgot, I am going to use a setting spray. This is just the Wet n Wild Natural Finish one, and I'm just going to mist this onto the skin. I feel like that really just like intensifies that highlighter. So this is the completed look, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you guys are interested in any of the products I was using, I will have everything in the info box down below. And you could totally change up the lip and do something a little bit more nude or like a gloss, just like very fresh and simple. So I really love this. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!